In today's video, I am going to be breaking down Fred VanVleet's insane basketball IQ and court vision. These are going to be tips that you can use in your next game to become a very smart player and get more assists and probably more points as well. Let's get down, let's check them out. So this first amazing court vision site is just insane. So basically we see Fred VanVleet basically destroying multiple defenders to get to the rim. So first off, he's scanning the court. He understands that, hey, if I attack the backside of this player, he's currently running with his shoulders facing away from me, which means that as soon as he turns, I can then cut back. And if I've got players who are on their heels over here, then I'm going to be able to score. And that's basically what he does. As soon as that main defender turns, he then cuts back the opposite direction and gets an easy layup. It's not always about getting assists when it comes to basketball IQ. It's about understanding what the defense is doing so that you can then destroy the defense and get easy points. Here we see him essentially on a fast break and looking this way for a no-look pass. Absolutely fantastic. How did this happen? Well, first off, he's coming down and Porzingis here is in nowhere close to any kind of position to guard Precious Achiuwa. So what does Fred VanVleet do? He attacks the main defender here, and they're basically playing a diamond until Porzingis gets his butt back on defense. But what does he do? Well, first off, he draws that defender's attention and he looks this way and passes over to Achiuwa. The reason why this worked is because Achiuwa has an open lane because this defender's not in any kind of position. He's on his heels to be able to defend Achiuwa, in which case Precious Achiuwa gets that ball and he's able to go up for that floater. And I'm going to call it a floater. It's more like a layup. But either way, knowing how to draw a defender's attention, he's on his heels by the way, and having no-look passes to your teammates can really help set them up for baskets. Now this is great court vision as well, understanding how to use that screen, attacking baseline to get players open like we see here with Khem Birch. Absolutely amazing. Watch this. So why did this work so well? Well, first off, we had Alex Caruso going over top of the screen, which means that on a pin down screen, if your player is going over top, you are going underneath, you need to then cut back the opposite direction. And that is what he was able to do to be able to get himself open for what could have been an open three-point corner shot. However, he didn't take that shot. He easily could have. He's seen in a lane and he wanted to attack that lane because there was one single defender to guard Khem Birch. And because he's seen that, when he attacked the basket, that draws that help side defender, which is Khem Birch's man. He has this very smart player who's cutting baseline as well, which could have been an option to pass to too, but he wanted to get the for sure easy floater for Khem Birch, but he could have also passed out for Melinek in the corner for a three. This gave so many different options because Fred VanVleet attacked the open lane along the baseline. Attacking the baseline allows you to see the whole court while everyone else is basically looking at you and not looking at the players that they're defending. If we go back a little bit, watch. He starts driving baseline and look at all the defenders. They're all looking at ball because now he is attacking the baseline, which is attacking behind the defense. And if you've got smart players who can move off ball and you have the ability to get them that ball, he had two options. He could have taken either one, but this all started because of that baseline drive. Here we're in the fast break once again, and he's able to draw the defender up. Precious Achiuwa here is attacking, of course, the basket, but by bringing that ball down the middle of the court, this opened up a lane. This drew that main defender, and that opened up a lane for Precious Achiuwa, in which case he got that ball, and Scotty Barnes did help with the brush screen here, but Precious Achiuwa was able to finish with a dunk, and this would have never been set up if Fred VanVleet was going up the sidelines. He wanted to go up the middle, and this is why you want to go and get that ball going up the middle. It makes it for a lot more options if you've got players who are cutting towards the rim. Always also looking up court to try to get your teammates baskets in a fast break is important, but something that we do see a lot of is his no-look passes, and this is basically how you can do it. This is actually a very perfect example. He's looking at the player he wants to pass to before he makes the pass. When he makes that pass, he looks away slightly, still with his eyes looking at that player. That is how you do a no-look pass. You look away, but you're still, with your eyeballs, looking in that direction. You already know where he's going from looking before. Look away, and then make that pass. That's how you do a no-look pass, and it's absolutely fantastic to be able to do. So here we have Fred Fred VanVleet setting somewhat of a brush screen. He has a player who's going over top, and his main defender is really hedging hard on this. And what he does, instead of rolling towards the basket where it's kind of clogged up, he already knows that, hey, I'm setting that screen. I got a man who's hedging hard. I need to get into an open area of the court. And when he sets this screen, look at him look right there. He understands what's happening, and he understands that there's an opening right here where he needs to get to. And that's what he does right away. And then he sets his feet up, looking right now at the rim as well as, of course, his defenders, and he steps in right, left. That's how he likes to shoot a lot of the time. That gets his right side in line. He always has a high arcing shot, and he makes that shot. Now, he would have not been in position to do this if he didn't pop as far as he did. If he was going to pop here, that would not have been an open shot. He wanted to find that open area, get his feet set for that shot. Always look to get your feet set, is very important. And then we have him attacking the rim here, and then he gets that help side baseline or I wouldn't say help side, more like baseline help defender, and he's able to get his teammate an open dunk. Now, why did this all happen? Well, by attacking down the middle of the paint, guess what? If you get a help defender pop out, and you've got a player who is playing the Russian spot, which us older, I wouldn't say I'm an older coach, but an older Canadian coach understands that this is the Russian spot. We got destroyed by the Russians back, I think, in the 60s or 70s. And basically, that opens up a lot of opportunities when you drive down the middle of the paint. So if you see a player's behind the backboard with his man in front of the rim, if you can drive down, if you can draw him up, you can get your teammates some easy layups or even maybe an easy dunk. I hope that these tips that Fred VanVleet uses in game can help you be able to score more points, but also get your team more points as well. Now, some of the big things that we can really look at in this video is, of course, being able to set your feet on that shot, find that open area of the court, and drive baseline to be able to get those defenders to look at you and not their man, so that you can then get your teammates open shots. I hope that you've enjoyed today's video. If you have, hit that like button, subscribe, and I'll see you guys again next time.